Ladies and gentlemen, something massive is rising from the Horn of Africa, a vision so bold, so grand, that it's rattling the foundations of global power balance. This is not a drill. This is not a distant dream. This is real, and it's happening now in the heart of Ethiopia, a nation once dismissed, underestimated, and portrayed through the narrow lens of poverty and struggle, is now sending shockwaves across the world. Ethiopia has broken ground on what will be the largest airport in all of Africa, a staggering 8 billion mega project that is not just about planes and terminals, but about pride, power, and the rewriting of global narratives. While Western powers stare in disbelief, clinging to outdated images of a dependent continent, Ethiopia is redefining itself not with aid, but with ambition, not with permission, but with purpose. This new airport, set to outscale Johannesburg or Tambo and Cairo International, isn't just a transportation hub. It is a strategic declaration, a symbol of African excellence built by Africans, for Africans, and on African terms. And the West? Oh, they didn't see this coming. They laughed when Ethiopia began building the Grand Renaissance Dam. They doubted when Africa started speaking of regional integration and sovereign infrastructure. And now, they're scrambling, watching as one African nation after another rises with the courage to say, "We are no longer your client states. We are architects of our own future." This $8 billion airport, nestled in the town of Bishoft just outside Addis Ababa, is set to carry more than 100 million passengers annually, rivaling global giants like Heathrow, JFK, and Charles de Gaulle. Ethiopian Airlines, Africa's most successful carrier, is behind this project, ready to expand its wings further and make Ethiopia the aviation capital of the continent. But this isn't just about Ethiopia, or to colonial footprints disguised as partnerships, and yes, to development with dignity. Stay tuned, because what's unfolding in Ethiopia is not just an airport construction story. It is a loud, unignorable signal that Africa is not just rising. Africa is taking flight.
Welcome to Talk of Africa 360, your source for insightful news, analysis, and thoughtful commentary. If you value informed perspectives and fact-based reporting, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an update. Disclaimer: the content on this channel is based on reliable public sources and credible online information. It is intended strictly for educational and analytical purposes. We do not promote or endorse political violence, hate speech, or any form of discrimination. Our goal is to inform, not to inflame. Thanks for being here. Let's stay informed together.
Picture this: a sunrise over the vast African landscape, a new day dawning, filled with promise and potential. Ethiopia, a nation steeped in rich traditions, celebrated for its aromatic coffee that invigorates the world, and famed for its world-class runners who dominate the tracks, is now building one of the most ambitious airports on the planet, a testament to its unwavering spirit and forward-thinking vision. This isn't just about planes and runways. It's far more profound than that. It's about rewriting Africa's story, reshaping its destiny, and reclaiming its narrative on the world stage. For decades, Africa's narrative was shaped by outsiders, often through a lens of misrepresentation and incomplete understanding, focused on struggle and aid, perpetuating a cycle of dependency and overlooking the continent's immense potential. But this airport is a bold chapter written by Africans, for Africans, a symbol of self-determination and a commitment to building a brighter future, a symbol of hope and ambition for the entire continent, inspiring generations to dream bigger and reach higher. Imagine a country that's faced famine and conflict, weathered countless storms, and emerged stronger with each challenge, now pouring its dreams into Africa's largest aviation hub, a beacon of progress rising from the heart of the continent. The world is watching, captivated by this audacious undertaking. Some skeptical, many in awe, all acknowledging the magnitude of this transformative project. This is about changing perceptions, shattering preconceived notions, and challenging outdated stereotypes, proving that innovation and progress can thrive in Addis Ababa, transforming it into a hub of technological advancement and economic growth. The airport is more than infrastructure. It's a symbol of national pride and a testament to the power of human ingenuity. It's a declaration that Ethiopia's past won't dictate its future, that it is ready to embrace progress and lead the way forward. Drawing on its rich, uncolonized history, a legacy of resilience and independence, Ethiopia is forging a new destiny, one built on innovation, collaboration, and an unwavering belief in its own potential. This airport is the modern obelisk, a towering symbol of ambition and progress, a monument to power, ingenuity, and global connection, connecting Africa to the world and the world to Africa. It challenges stereotypes, dismantles prejudices, and redefines what's possible, and invites the world to see Africa as a land of opportunity and boundless potential, a continent on the rise. Ethiopia is planting its flag on the global stage, asserting its presence and claiming its rightful place among the world's leading nations, building not just an airport, but a future filled with promise, prosperity, and endless possibilities for generations to come. What does $8 billion buy? A mega airport designed for 100 million passengers a year, more than Heathrow or Charles de Gaulle. 4 runways, sprawling terminals, and a cargo hub that rivals the world's best. This is a city within a city, with hotels, shopping, and business parks, an economic engine in its own right. The investment is a mix of government funds and international loans, showing Ethiopia's commitment and global confidence. The design blends cutting-edge tech, sustainability, and Ethiopian culture. It's not just big, it's smart, efficient, and beautiful. Built in phases, the airport is set to become Africa's top aviation nexus. This isn't an upgrade, it's a complete reimagining of what an African airport can be. Planners are thinking 50 years ahead, preparing for Africa's explosive air travel growth. The ambition is clear. Ethiopia isn't just catching up, it's aiming to lead. This state-of-the-art airport is more than just a transportation hub. It's a powerful economic catalyst, poised to reshape Ethiopia's future. It represents a significant investment in the nation's infrastructure, paving the way for sustainable growth and development across various sectors. The construction phase alone is creating tens of thousands of jobs, providing livelihoods and boosting local economies. And that's just the beginning. Once operational, the airport will generate even more employment opportunities, from ground staff and security personnel to specialized aviation roles. It's a skills factory, a place where individuals can acquire valuable expertise and advance their careers. We're talking about engineers, pilots, air traffic controllers, and a whole host of other aviation professionals, all gaining world-class experience that will benefit Ethiopia's aviation industry for generations to come. Tourism will surge, attracting visitors from across the globe eager to explore Ethiopia's rich heritage. Ethiopia's ancient sites, stunning landscapes, and vibrant culture will now be more easily accessible than ever before, drawing in a new wave of travelers. Hotels, restaurants, and local businesses will thrive, experiencing a significant boost in revenue and growth. As visitors pour in, eager to experience all that Ethiopia has to offer. For trade, a massive cargo hub will streamline the movement of goods, reducing transit times and costs. This means Ethiopian coffee, flowers, and textiles can reach global markets faster and cheaper, enhancing their competitiveness. This boosts competitiveness on a global scale and attracts foreign investment, creating new opportunities for economic growth and development. The airport connects Ethiopia to over 1 billion consumers worldwide, opening up new markets and trade partnerships, making it a vital link in the global supply chain, facilitating the efficient flow of goods and services. It's also a rebranding tool, a symbol of Ethiopia's modernization and progress, transforming Ethiopia's image from hardship to aspiration, showcasing its potential to the world. World leaders and investors will see a nation on the move, a country committed to progress and development, a rising African power, ready to take its place on the global stage. The airport becomes a symbol of progress, a testament to Ethiopia's ambition and determination, and national pride, a source of inspiration for generations to come. It's not just infrastructure, it's an investment in the future of Ethiopia. It's a new front door to the nation, welcoming visitors and investors alike. Ethiopia is building more than an airport. It's building a brighter future for its people. It's building confidence, demonstrating its ability to achieve ambitious goals and shape its own destiny. Let's be honest, when we think of aviation hubs and cutting-edge infrastructure, few expected Ethiopia, a nation with a rich history but often framed by challenges, to launch a project that rivals the world's best airports. A project of this magnitude seemed almost implausible to many. For years, Western headlines focused on Africa's challenges, often highlighting its struggles and overlooking its potential, not its ambitions. The narrative rarely showcased the continent's drive for innovation and progress. So when Ethiopia announced its mega airport, a project promising to redefine air travel in Africa, the world was stunned. It challenged preconceived notions and sparked a global conversation. This isn't about foreign aid or imported progress. This isn't a story of reliance. It's an African-led, African-dreamed initiative. It's about self-determination and homegrown expertise. Ethiopia is taking control of its destiny, charting its own course in the global landscape, challenging outdated perceptions. It's a bold statement of intent and capability. The West is now watching, observing this transformation unfold, with a mix of surprise and respect. The project is forcing a reassessment of Africa's potential. Aviation experts see the strategic brilliance. They recognize the potential impact on global air travel, Ethiopia as Africa's gateway, a pivotal connection point between continents. The conversation has shifted from, can they do it? A question laced with doubt to, they're actually doing it, a realization dawning on the global stage. International investors are updating their mental maps, recalibrating their strategies to include this emerging force. Ethiopia is now a center of global activity, a key player in the future of international commerce. Of course, skepticism remains. Doubts linger in some corners. Some question the scale and timing. The sheer ambition raises eyebrows. But even the critics are taking Ethiopia seriously, acknowledging its growing influence, analyzing it as a major strategic move, a development that cannot be ignored. The fact that it's debated in boardrooms worldwide, discussed among global leaders, is a victory in itself, a testament to Ethiopia's rising prominence. Ethiopia has captured global attention. It has stepped into the spotlight, not for its problems, but for its audacious ambition. It's a story of aspiration and achievement. This project forces the world, compels the international community to see Africa differently, to recognize its potential and its power. It's a turning point in how Africa is perceived, shifting the narrative from one of dependence to one of innovation, and how it perceives itself. A new era of African self-belief and global recognition. The airport's genius is its location. Ethiopia sits at the crossroads of Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. For too long, flying within Africa meant detours through Europe or the Gulf. This new hub changes everything, making intra-African travel easier, faster, and cheaper. Ethiopian Airlines, already Africa's largest, will finally have a home that matches its ambitions. The current Bole Airport is maxed out. This new facility unleashes the airline's full potential. Ethiopia becomes the primary gateway to Africa, gaining immense strategic and economic advantages. Every connecting passenger is a potential visitor, customer, or business partner. The airport will be a melting pot of cultures and commerce, boosting Addis Ababa's status as Africa's political capital. It creates synergy between political and economic influence, cementing Ethiopia's leadership. The world will have a single, state-of-the-art front door to Africa. This simplifies logistics for business, investment, and tourism. The airport lifts the entire continent, connecting Africans like never before. This airport is more than steel and glass, it's a symbol of African self-reliance. Unlike past projects built by outsiders, this is driven by Ethiopian vision and serves African needs. It embodies the Made in Africa spirit, homegrown solutions, local innovation. The project inspires pride and ownership across the continent. It's a counter to brain drain, creating high-skilled jobs and reasons for talent to stay. The airport attracts the African diaspora, inviting them to help build the future. It's a step toward the Pan-African dream: unity, prosperity, and independence. By connecting nations, it fosters shared identity and collaboration. This is infrastructure for a continent's collective ambition. Ethiopia's airport will ripple across Africa, making travel and trade easier for all. A Zambian business can reach West Africa. A Kenyan startup can meet investors in Nigeria. The airport is the backbone for the African Continental Free Trade Area, turning the dream of a single market into reality. It sets a new benchmark, inspiring other nations to think bigger about their own projects. A strong African hub challenges international airline dominance, keeping profits and jobs in Africa. It's a step toward economic sovereignty and reinvestment in the continent. For Africa's youth, the airport is a beacon, proof that bold ideas can take flight at home. It encourages careers in science, tech, and engineering, with world-class projects to work on. The message is clear. Africa's future is being built right here, right now. The continent is open for opportunity. Building a dream this big isn't easy. $8 billion is a huge investment. Ethiopia must balance this with other national priorities. Managing debt and ensuring long-term payoff is critical. The project demands top-tier engineering, logistics, and international collaboration. Delays or overruns could strain resources, so execution must be flawless. Political stability is essential. Investors need confidence in Ethiopia's future. The airport's success is tied to national unity and peace. Benefits must reach ordinary people, not just elites. Training locals, supporting small businesses, and developing surrounding regions are key. The airport's true success will be measured by how many lives it improves. Ethiopia's airport is more than a construction project. It's a story of rebirth and ambition. It's a bold statement that the future is built, not awaited. Ethiopia is paving the way for a new era of African prosperity and leadership. The airport signals a shift in global power, with Africa rising as a center of influence. Ethiopia is leveraging its strengths, location, youth heritage to forge its own path. The 21st century will be defined by a multipolar world with Africa at its heart. For Ethiopians and Africans, this is a source of pride and a promise of a brighter future. It challenges old narratives, replacing them with hope and progress. Africa is open for business, ready to connect and lead. As the airport rises, so does a new African narrative, confident, ambitious, and ready to shape the world.
As reactions continue to pour in from across the continent, one thing is clear. Africa is demanding respect, sovereignty, and accountability. Was this just a diplomatic misstep or a deeper sign of shifting global alliances? We'll be watching closely. If you found this story important, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real, unfiltered African news. This is Talk of Africa 360, telling the stories that matter.